Good afternoon. It's 20 past 3 and we're heading out for another wild camp. Let's get onto the hill and I'll tell you a bit more about where we're going. So today we're in the Berwyns again, and that's because that's where the best of the weather is. The further west we go, the cloudier it gets. And so we've got a clear forecast for tonight. Not so good for the morning, but the weather's been so bad over the last 8 weeks or so. Since June really. Just got to try and embrace any opportunity to get out. Wow, this is tough. Right, this is my first top of the day, Mynydd Tarw. Oh, and it's absolutely beautiful. The Berwyn Ridge, which I will turn you around and show you now, is mostly clear of the clouds, so hopefully it'll stay that way. And that's where I'm headed, along this ridge over here. So I'm going to keep plodding along and I'll catch you on the next top, I believe. Well. I'm starting to understand now the big limitation with what I'm trying to do with this channel, which is to do all the mountains in England and Wales over 2,000 feet, but in decent weather. It's the decent weather bit which is going to be the problem. This is the spot point here for Foel Wen South top, which is our second Nuttalls of the day, and it's lovely. Still a bit of cloud around, but it's yeah, hopefully we'll be okay for the camp tonight. We shall see. Welcome to the top of Foel Wen. I'm actually on the spot point on the OS map, but it's a bit of a grassy plateau. Very hard to say exactly where the highest point is. Oh. Anyway, it's 20 past 5, so we've been going for 2 hours. The next one is a bit of a pull. It's a bit bigger than this one. I got this hooded top off Amazon last week. It's its first time out today. The idea of it is it's to keep the sun off you. Equivalent to factor 50, I think. It's amazing how much warmer it is when the hood's up and when it's down. It's so far it's worked quite well. Oh, right, this is the top of Tomle, Nuttalls number 4. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The Berwyn Ridge behind me there is now clear of the clouds, so hopefully that'll stay that way. Right, this is the point where we turn off this ridge, which will take us onto the main ridge there. But we're going to cut across to go and do Cadair Bronwen first, which is the furthest top on the walk before we come back along the ridge, back towards the rest of the Berwyns and Moel Sych. Right, I have reached the brook, and let me just turn you around and show you the view from here before we head up Cadair Bronwen. Just take a look at this. Right, this is the top of Cadair Bronwen. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just gone 6:30, so I've got probably an hour until I want to be setting up camp, ready for sunset. And so I've got time to get onto the main Berwyn Ridge, I think. It just means I've got to retrace my steps, and then one big final climb, which is over there. I'm back at the brook where I turned up Cadair Bronwen. Now I'm working my way up the other side. Just gone past the path down to Llandrillo, and saw a sign for Llandrillo on the way here today, and consequently I spent the entire walk with the song going round and round in my head, thanks to Mr. Peter Kay and Ronnie Corbett. Show me the way to Llandrillo, every night I've been hugging my pillow. Hooray! We're almost on to the main Berwyn Ridge, and about halfway along that is Cadair Berwyn, which is our next Nuttall. Oh my goodness, I'm pooped. Maybe getting a little bit on the side of exhausted. I saw that big fence post at a distance, and my first thought was that it was there was a giant panda leaning against it. On second glance, I realised there wasn't a panda there. It was just a fence post. But the very fact that my mind should jump to the possibility of a giant panda being on the Berwyns may be a sign of the fact I'm getting a bit tired. Whew. Wow. Superb. Sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la. Oh. Right, Cadair Berwyn is but a stone's throw away. It's 7:15, and so rapidly approaching the deadline for finding a pitch. Right, this is Cadair Berwyn. Wow, it's absolutely gorgeous. The final two, it's very tempting just to push on and get them both done, but then it will be pushed for time to find a pitch. But yeah, we'll definitely carry on for the moment. One of the hardest things about wild camping that I find is actually making the decision to stop and find a pitch. It's so easy just to keep going and putting the decision off. There we go. This is Cadair Berwyn North, and that's nice. There's now a little bit of rock on the summit, makes it feel like the real deal. Wow, certainly not pitching my tent over here. Which leaves us only Moel Sych left. And let's head down that way and see what we can find in the way of a pitch. Moel Sych, the last of the Berwyn Ridge, and the one with arguably the best view of all, is within touching distance. And I'm thinking, if I camp here and wake up in the morning and as forecast we're in the cloud, I'll be devastated having to walk over that last one, knowing an extra 10 minutes tonight would have bagged it and called the views too. So we're going to be under a bit more pressure to find a pitch, but let's see if we can ride our luck over in Moel Sych. Nearly there, with a little bit of time to spare. Top of Moel Sych. Oh my goodness, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. And there's plenty of flat bits around here, so I think I'm going to be having a summer camp up here. Let's go and have a scoot about, see what I can find. I'm a bit sore, just getting over that stile over there. It was a bit wobbly and I lost my balance and fell off. and managed to catch myself, but managed to pull muscles in my arms and my shoulders. Oh dear, I need to get this bag off. Well, it's 8:20. The tent's all set up over there, and just a short hop from the top of Moel Sych. I've just had Daisy up to do a little tour of the summit, which I'll edit into the footage now, so you'll enjoy that shortly. And the sun is just about to dip below the horizon. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Show me the way to Llanderillo. Every night I've been hugging my pillow. I still can't get that flipping song out my head. What I could do is put some music on in the tent and try and change the track a little bit. Good grief. Tomorrow we go down that ridge over there and we pick up a couple more Nuttalls. And so I'm looking forward to that. But let's just finish this piece of the camera with a shot of the sun as it disappears down below the horizon. Whew, right, I'm settled into my tent now. Got my tea on, pasta bolognese. Looking forward to that. Should be ready in another 5 minutes or so. Right, it's 10 o'clock, just settling down to sleep. I've set my alarm for 5, so I shall see you in the morning. Not expecting too much. It's supposed to be misty and a bit dull, but we'll get up early in case by some miracle there's a sunrise. Morning. It's 5 o'clock. About half an hour or so until sunrise. Well, it's mist hasn't arrived just yet, and there is some cloud about, but not on the tops yet. I know that's coming later, but it's yeah, fantastic. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a sunrise as well. First things first, let's get some breakfast down me. I've had a disaster already. I've been rooting in my bag and I haven't brought coffee. Oh no, how could you forget coffee? That's the most ridiculous thing ever. I have got a porridge for my breakfast this morning, so hopefully that'll warm me up and wouldn't be quite so bad. But anyway, as it's getting light now, I want to get the tent packed away. Let's crack on. Breakfast. Sweet cinnamon flavoured porridge. That's actually very nice. So it's 6:25 as we leave Moel Sych. I'm not entirely sure how long it'll take to get back to the bike. A couple of hours at least, I think. But our first challenge is to find the little path that drops off the edge of the cliff. Well, there's a few things that worried me about this walk. The length of it with a big pack on was one, but this path going down here was the other. It's pretty steep and it's not a good path. It's just a very small grassy trail, which when the grass is wet and you've got a pack that weighs a ton on, leaves no margin for error. So I'm going to have to be very careful going down here. Oh, what a knob. I just realised I'd left my hood over the top of my hat from when I was putting my coat on earlier. I need to put it up there too, so it wouldn't get trapped down the back. Wow, the sun's just come out and it's absolutely beautiful. Below the cloud now, which is great. You can see the path that had just come down, which is alright. It was okay. Yeah, one of those things that you just need to be careful on. My word, the wind's up. A little lump behind me there is our first Nuttall of this morning. There's going to be 3 in total. So I'll catch up with you again when we get to that. I don't know how many times it is during this walk I've had to climb over a fence. The poor Wurzel plumage has been in peril. Oh, right, nearly at the top. Right, this is the top of Moel Yr Ewig. How does that sound? Probably terrible. I'll do my best, And it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful vantage point. Everywhere you look, the views are stunning, absolutely stunning. I may have made a boob. Moel Yr Ewig has 3 tops and 4 I think actually. 4 high points on that ridge, and the last one I think was the highest one. But you know, Nuttalls, it's all about the I think it's 50 foot of difference between the top and the next lowest point on the ridge to make it qualify. Right, this is Moel Yr Ewig part 2. If anything, it's not quite as nice as the one I did over there, but the spot height matches the height in the Nuttalls book, so it's probably this one. Mentioned before that there was a few bits of this walk that worried me a little, and this is the other bit. In the book, this is described as the worst path section on the walk, made up of very uneven tussocky grass. Our next stop, and I think it should be said Game of Thrones style, like Hodor, is actually called Godor. And there's 2 tops, and then once we've bagged them, it's down, 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 then back to the bike. Wowzers, that was your typical moorland where making progress is a constant set of problems to solve to avoid the big peaty ditches, work your way through them, and the constant bog, trying to find your way across without your foot disappearing into the mire. Right, this is the highest point of Godor North Top. Unmarked summit, and not the most exciting, but it's another Nuttall ticked off the list, and our final Nuttall of today. And of this walk is Godor itself, which is over there. This is the last top in our epic adventure, Godor, and yeah, it's beautiful. The Berwyns are clear at the moment. In fact, it's clear in most directions, and the wind's dropped a little. So I think for the final time of this trip, we'll cut to Daisy to give us a little tour of this area before we make our way down. Daisy, over to you, sausage. Thank you, Daisy. Right, let's go and see if we can find the way back, because I think the route in the book is quite unclear. Hoping there's a bit of a path to follow. Right, I'm almost at the end of this adventure. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, then don't forget to hit like or leave me a comment, or if you've got any questions, please ask me. I'm going to end the video here. I've got a short walk, maybe half a mile down this track before I pick up the road, and then back to Mrs. Harvey. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Another 11 Nuttalls down in one great adventure. Really enjoyed it, it's been fab. So I'll see you on the next one, all being well.